It makes no sense. Okay, so what I will recommend you guys, just if you have the Udemy access, if you guys have other like platform access, just go to that, search for the content which you are requiring, and see whose video you are liking the most, and then accordingly you can proceed. Because if I'll suggest something, you'll be like, okay, ma'am has suggested this thing, for sure there should be something which is very good in this, but that's not the case. It's just like the person whom you understand the best, you should take that course. According to me, like that should be the procedure.
Okay.
And other than that, since the course is ending, try to practice. Like I know you all are working people, but at least two questions a day, or make that at least one question should be solved. It should be done and dusted. The other question I'll see, I'll try to do it. If it is done, okay. If it is not done, I tried. That will be the thing. So that is one thing you can take from the course today. Like, just don't just give it up, because I'm pretty sure if you guys don't practice in the 2 months, you will be in a condition to take another course from Ashok IT. So don't do that. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Uh, One more thing, we have a group, right, by Ashok IT.
Yeah, we do.
If we, I mean, if I get something in my mind, if I guidance on some kind of, if you would be sharing some link regarding that, if we ask some questions in future, I mean,
Sure,
say.
sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even you can directly ping me on the Telegram. I will be available. See, I can't guarantee that I will be responding in that day itself, but
No,
because
no,
I
it's
generally,
okay. When you
yeah,
get time, when you
yeah.
get time.
So I'll be responding. Yeah, I will be active. No issues with that.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, thanks.
Yep. Yes, guys. Anyone else?
Maybe Vishnu can discuss something. He's been most active in our group.
Yeah, he has been actually. Like, I am really shocked that today, even like, I guess one, two, three, four, five, six, five members are there in the meeting. And if I remember my last batch, only one person was there in the end. That was Arun, and he was a guy who was constantly pinging me, ma'am, when is the next class and all. And the others were all gone. All gone. So I'm really like, even though this was a batch of around 25 plus people, even if at the end I got five, but I'm really happy that okay, these much people have continued so far. So this is a really good thing, I'll say. And exactly, like Vishnu has been really active. Vishnu, that is one thing I'll say yes. So because of you, even like when no one was responding in the class, I was like, okay, this one person is there, so I should be continuing with the class. So that is one thing, because see, it's not like if you have started a batch, it should be completed. If students don't pay attention, it's like even the teacher doesn't feel like teaching. So it happens, but in this session, I will say I have not felt that. So it's a good thing happening. So thank you, Vishnu.
Ma'am, actually, most of the time I was faking that I'm doing the homework, but I'm just making it up.
I am very sure of that thing from all of your side.
But
Not only you, because see, it's not your mistake precisely, because we are just stuck up with the work, and once we are done with the work, we just feel like okay, now we should relax a little bit, and then you guys have the pressure of attending the batch as well. So it's like you don't get the time. I can understand, but it would have been more better if you would have dedicated these 3 months. Like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna do this. But if external circumstances are more difficult, then ultimately you can't do it. So it's fine.
ma'am, one thing was there, that I wanted to know, like going forward, like I have those videos. Should I mean, make notes and then try to like, I'm a chemistry background. I was like kind of used to practicing, writing it down.
Mhm.
or just jumping into questions. That's the
So,
approach.
Vishnu, how many years of experience do you have?
18 years.
Oh, that's huge, actually. I guess you are the senior most person, like with the experience I have received in any of my batches.
Yeah, but the problem is like in the USA contracting job, it's like no fixed job. Even though it's IT, but it's not always IT. Something administrative, something PL SQL, core programming. First time I'm doing it in this batch.
Okay, because yeah, I'm not sure of the US culture exactly, actually. So, how long it has been you are in US?
Um 14 years.
Oh, so initially only you shifted.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
just
great.
initially I got in, but mostly it was not programming.
So, do you recommend people shifting to abroad?
Uh, See, my goal was to earn money and donate like that. So yes, money wise it is good.
Hmm.
But for knowledge sake, I felt India was better. In India, I was like grilled thoroughly, 10, 12 hours every day on the chair with manager behind. But here it is not that thing. Here it's like easy going.
Sorry?
So here it is very easy going.
Hmm.
Um, we get lot of time and flexibility with the family. But in India, it was like very strict.
No,
Where
it's not like that. I guess I'm pretty sure, Ashish, if you are in India, like, do you feel this thing? I guess if you get a good job here, I think work-life balance is also sorted in India as well. I'm not
All depends on the company we are in.
exactly. It depends on the company you are into. It's not about like the place you are in, but it's about the company. And especially once, like, since we have got this work from home profit, I guess the work-life balance has been improved a lot.
Yeah, I myself gain a lot from this work from home. I learned a
Exactly.
lot.
Yeah, so it has been a good thing in India itself. I'm not sure of the abroad, like how people were during the lockdown times. And see, the benefit of being in India is like, especially when we are Indians, not the abroad people, we are close to our hometowns as well. Like anytime we want to go, we can just plan and go. But if we are in abroad, we have to think a lot before going. So there are certain disadvantages as well as advantages. It depends on like totally on all of us how we want to proceed.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
So
one
with
thing I wanted to know, like the moment you started writing on the whiteboard, you came up with the code. Uh, and frankly speaking, if you ask me, like compare three strings character by character,
yeah.
if you ask me, I will just go by like n cross n kind of a algorithm.
So see, at least you have that thing in your mind now. Did you had this before?
No, even I
So
didn't hear these terms before.
so now you have the brute force thing in your mind at least that okay, if I gave you three strings to compare, you will go character by character. It will be n cube complexity. But at least you have a solution, right?
Yeah,
Imagine the scenario when, like, before this batch, when you didn't knew anything. Like, if someone would have said, that, okay, compare three strings character by character and tell me the answer, you would be like, okay, we can go character by character, but how to code it, you will be blank, right?
yeah,
So now you know how to code, right?
yeah. I know. I will put it in the set and then skip it next time it comes
Yeah.
like that.
So this is the advantage, and like I expect this from all of my students. They should know the brute force because see, if you are talking about the optimized solution, it comes with time. It's not like that you just did this course and you will be the expert. You have to give the dedication a little bit.
Right.
So
So I wish to know, like, if there is a sample place, like where we could just go through just random code. I know it's hard to say, but sample code. If this is the problem, this is the solution. This is the way to do
sorry,
this.
I didn't get you. Can you repeat your question?
So is there a site or a kind of a book where we have lot of some kind of similar kind of problems, where we can say, okay, if this is the problem, this is the best approach.
See, there are editorials written. Like if you do the code forces, there are challenges happening. Like every time since I have subscribed to the code forces, it's like every day or the other day I get the notification that there is some contest happening on the code forces, or sometimes the contest happening on the code shift. So once that contest is done, editorials are out, and like CodeShift is expanding a lot these days. So what is happening is they have their own instructors, they have their own teachers. So what they do once the contest is done, they prepare a video for all the questions that was given in the contest, and they upload it on the YouTube. So if you faced any difficulty in the question in the contest, you can just visit the YouTube, see those videos, and you will be good to go with the questions. So that is one thing happening. Next, like what I sometimes follow, like in my time when I used to do the DSA a lot, is like I just used to go to the submissions, like mostly like previously CodeShift didn't used to provide these videos and all facility. So what I used to do, I just used to go to the submissions, all submissions, used to see like Java submissions, and whose ever the right code was, I was like, okay, he has done this way, maybe I can go through this. Like it was not the right approach, but I didn't had much resources at that time, so I used to go via that thing.
Got it.
So, see, in CodeChef, you have this facility, you can do this. Other than that, if you talk about lead code, you just you have to Google the lead code question that you are stuck on. If you Google it, you will get a lot of editorials on that. So I think these days you don't have any problem in the resources. You have a lot, you just need to explore. And next thing, if you want to keep up, like, okay, I should be practicing a lot, you should create your own tiny community. That is like you just like accommodate or accumulate the people around you who are practicing DSA. So it will be like that, okay, you did this question, you are stuck, you can ask the other person in front of you that, okay, how will you do this? So that is one thing you can do. There are several ways you can proceed actually.
Okay.
Hope this helped.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so if you guys have anything more to ask, ask, otherwise I'll just close the call.
One more thing, Srishti, I need to ask regarding this thing. If we practice something in lead code, so what is the best approach if I don't know the answer yet? So I should try by my own by 1 to 3 times maximum. What
Yeah.
after that?
What after that? You can Google it. If you're not
Then you
able
will
to do.
directly land on the optimal solution. Then I mean, how will it help? Should I go to the comments like discussion forum or something?
Yeah, see, in the lead code, you have the discussions also. You can go there. Obviously, you can think on your own that, okay, what is like increasing my time complexity a lot, and how can I reduce it? See, now you have the intuition that, okay, what are repetitive problems and how can we tackle the repetitive problems? So, all these things now you have the intuition on. Okay, so when you will be solving a question via brute force, obviously you will be having a slight end that why I am using this much time complexity. Can't I reduce it?
So
So that
what
is
what in the case I not even get a brute force also? What in that case?
what if you are not able to get a brute force solution? Then I think you should give it a time, because sometimes the question you read, maybe it's too hard. You're not able to get, okay, what should I implement in that? So you should read it once, twice, thrice. Not able to get it. Now you have to Google it and know that, okay, what approach can be followed in there? Because see, there are several algorithms like which are very different. Okay. So there is some Fenugreek tree, there is some red black tree, there is some BBTs. So there are lots and lots of type of trees there. Okay, so sometimes the question are specifically implemented on that particular algorithms. In those cases, you guys need to like go through that specific algorithm and then you can solve your question. So once you will Google it, the solution which you don't know, maybe it can tell you that, okay, if you use this algorithm, you will be able to do it. Then you learn that algorithm and you implement that algorithm.
Okay. I mean, a question is there, which is very hard for me because I didn't know the algorithm already.
Yeah.
That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Once I know the underlying algorithm, I should be able to find a brute force at least.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing for you, Ashish, like since you're targeting to go for a good product-based companies, just don't be like stick to your deadline that okay, after 1 year I'll start applying for the jobs. If you want to get more exposures about the product-based company, just don't go into it, but at least if you want to get the exposure, start applying for it right away. Like right away, I won't say now, but at least give your practice 3 months of time and then start applying for that. You can visit HackerEarth. There is lots and lots of opening like challenges over there. You can try to do that. You can connect the people via LinkedIn and all. So via that, you will get exposures to the product-based companies, and you will be like, okay, these are the kind of questions I'm gonna get in the product-based, and this is the way I'm gonna be prepared for that. So just don't stick to that deadline. Start applying. That will be the best trick to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, one thing, like I wanted to know, like, is how do I decide that whether it's time to continue with coding or with the leadership role or management role like
With in the coding role, where you want to go?
that? Like big companies, FANG companies.
But in the FANG companies, see, like which role you are in right now?
I'm a developer, senior developer.
You are a senior developer in what? Like what is the like stack sets you are working on currently?
Yeah, Java, Oracle, Hibernate, and some custom framework they have.
Yeah, then if you are a developer, that is the senior developer, then you're good to go into the FANG companies as well and be the developer over there. But if you want to go into the FANG since you have a great experience as well and go for the management role, it will be a good thing to do as well. Like I won't suggest that okay, you should stick. See, it's been 18 years you are into the development, so you can try the management role as well. It's not a big deal. Did I answer your question well?
No, I mean, the thing is that there are some people who continue to be single contributor. There are some people who go into managerial role. Like, what is the way to find out what is the right thing for me? Or what are the key skills by which, okay, this is strong, you go this way. This is not strong, you continue with what you're doing.
Mm, Honestly speaking, in India, people go by the number of years they are working. If, like, personally, the number of years you have been working on in India, you will find their managers are there, but you won't find the developers in that field. Okay. So that is one thing. And I will say that if you're applying for the big companies, um, probably there are chances that they will think first before hiring you because it's like they'll be like the salary they will be giving to you, they can hire 2 or 3 junior developers in that cost.
Mhm.
And the person with your years of experience brings more like management kind of stuff to the company. Okay, that okay, how to organize a team, what are the errors or what are the failures which can happen within the team, how to tackle it beforehand and all. So this can be one thing. And like I'll say that don't restrict yourself. Try do the coding, apply for the product-based company, see what is the result, and then you decide that where you have to move ahead.
Okay.
Okay, because like where you are interested into, that is one thing.
I mean, I want to be like more of a meditation and yoga person and make the family running, like have a good source of income and then continue with my personal spiritual journey.
Okay, so I think hustle is in both the places where you are choosing like developer also as well as the, I'll say, management. So it's your call to decide like which side you have to go now. So try to go first for the developer, like apply for the FANG and MANG, see what you are getting. And after that, if you feel like, okay, management role is better, you can move to the management. I guess in
Hmm.
the company, senior developers are also more acting more kind of a managers only for the entire team.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, then. So if you guys
Now
are done, yeah.
for system design related questions, do you have any recommendation?
System design. System design is actually recommendations. See, I don't have any, but like again, you have to look for the course because I'm not sure like which person provides the best course and all. But I think it's an added on advantage when you are applying for the jobs in the big companies or in the product based companies. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, for senior position, system design is more critical, more important.
Yeah, I know that.
So, Srishti, one more question I have. There is something called low level design, high level design, and machine coding. What are those
Yeah.
exactly? I mean, they asked in the
Yeah,
interview.
it's like LLD and HDD,
HLD, HLD.
HLD or the HLD. Yeah. So basically, you show on the high level that let's suppose you are going to work on any of the product or work on any of the service, you have to show them that, okay, what kind of architecture should be followed to release this specific service. So that comes under HLD. You should know every terminology. You should know all the procedures to how to move ahead to present an architecture in front of your like heads. That comes under HLD. LLD comes like, okay, you know how to proceed, but internal coding within that. That you decided, okay, this component should be there, the part of my service. But you have to also decide that, okay, what are the coding parts I have to include? What are the files I have to include in that? That comes under LLD. So these are the two things it is separated into. It's basically mostly comes for the architecture. You are designing some specific services for your particular company or designing some specific product for your particular company. There it comes the like HLD and LLD concepts of what I say. Sorry, what was the topic? Actually, I forgot
No,
the
no,
name.
I asked how big, I mean, what is the
Subject.
importance of this in an interview?
See, the importance of it increases with the number of years of experience you have, because the company you're applying for, they expect that okay, you would have like worked on something like this. You would have developed some service for your previous company, or you would have developed some kind of scenarios in your company. So it's like it's not necessary for the freshers or 1 or 2 year of experience for people, but since you say that you are having an experience of 6 years, it becomes important for you. If you know it, you will be offered a better role.
And what's about the machine coding? I mean, people.
Machine learning, you know that now
No,
we are
no, the
moving.
machine coding, they say.
Machine coding.
Means
Yeah.
Uh,
auto-generated coding, like IBM tool has some tool where we drag and drop and code is generated in the background.
No, it could be something else. No, sorry.
Actually, I'm hearing this for the first time. Actually, system designs, I know that it is splitted into two parts, as like HLD and LLD, but not sure of the machine coding. We'll look and tell you.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
it's okay. Bye bye. Okay, so now shall I close the call if all are done? If all of you are done? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, sister, for your time.
Thank you all. It was a wonderful, wonderful batch. Hope to hear from you guys soon with a good packages.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep you posted if anything successful.
Surely. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Kishan. Bye, Sai.